This is a giving time of year, whether it's giving thanks for the people we love or giving things to people in need. There's an antique tractor club in northern Indiana that uses harvest time and their favorite green iron to share with others less fortunate. Wes Mills has our story about the grains of goodness.
He's not a farmer by trade, but Gary Riegsecker sure is comfortable with his hand on the wheel of his John Deere 70.
It's just that I like the Deeres. You know, I like the John Deere, I like the 2 cylinders. It's just in my blood, just in my blood.
The familiar popping from his 2-cylinder punctuates the crisp autumn air, joined by dozens of others, keeping tempo, a symphony of cylinders.
Fire up that old John Deere. When we hear it start, we'll all cheer. With a pop-pop here and a pop-pop there. Fire up that old John Deere.
You know, it's just fun to get together with all the people here and work together, and it's a good time.
We have a lot of fun out here. Brings back a lot of old days when I was growing up. We used this kind of equipment to farm with.
I was raised on these tractors without the cabs, you know, so it takes me back to my childhood where we didn't have cabs.
The aging iron chugs through this Indiana field. Like many of the operators, it's a slower pace, but steady. They do what they can to keep classic iron alive, with recollections of a more innocent time.
And it just brings back a lot of memories, and then the camaraderie between people with similar interests.
I just like antiques and like John Deeres, and grandfather had John Deeres and he farmed with them, and that's what I learned to drive, was 2-cylinder tractor.
Our neighbor had one as a kid when I was playing in a sandbox, and I'd hear him going down the road, and I always thought, man, I'd like to have one of them.
Rich has one now, a 1951 John Deere G. The sandbox is long gone, replaced with rich farm soil. But he still likes to play with his buddies. They spent a Saturday doing what they love on machines they admire.
Everybody enjoys it, and we're doing some good. We're feeding some hungry people.
You see, this harvest is not only about giving this green a good workout, it's also about giving to those less fortunate. The Northern Indiana Johnny Poppers will donate the grain sales to several local food banks. 2 years ago, the unemployment rate reached 20% in this part of Indiana.
It's just neat to get around and help others out, and yeah, we have a good time. Makes you feel good to help others out.
The chance to get together with this many guys that feel the same way I do about helping our community and trying to help people that can't help themselves.
Across the road at Morehouse Farms, club member Mike Morehouse helps dry, store, and market the grain. He says yields on the 60-acre plot are running about 165 bushels an acre. That'll mean about 7,000 bushels of corn to sell. Mike says local users are pretty generous at the scale.
Had some businesses, elevators that have stepped up and actually paid us a little more than what corn's worth just to help support this program.
And while these tractor enthusiasts are enjoying this day of fun in the fall sun, the real enjoyment is knowing that neighbors in need are benefiting from their grains of goodness.
I personally feel that the Lord put us here to share with those that are less fortunate, and I'm happy that we can help do that.
A harvest against hunger, the heritage of America's farmers, helping those in need this holiday season. This is Wes Mills reporting for AgDay.
Fire up that old John Deere. When we hear it start, we'll all cheer. With a pop-pop here and a pop-pop there. Fire up that old John Deere. Fire up that old John Deere.
Fantastic. Thanks, Wes. The Northern Indiana Johnny Poppers will be holding its annual holiday banquet next week. And because of their grain sales, they'll be able to split $24,000 among area food pantries, several FFA chapters, and a local cancer support group. Well done, guys. Our thanks to Bethany Zill for sharing her gift of song with us. The rural lifestyle is an important part of her life. Bethany grew up on a North Dakota farm where her family grew wheat. The song, Fire Up That Old John Deere, is available on her CD entitled Where Roots Run Deep. To order a copy, Bethany says you can email her at bethanyzill@gmail.com.